Okay, here's one more thing before we go. Tomorrow is the Hall of Fame game, which is the first preseason game of the offseason. It's Chargers against someone. And apparently Trey Lance is going to be starting it. I'm going to watch. I'm still interested in his career for now. Mostly because Jim Harbaugh has taken a liking to him. And I think Jim Harbaugh is one of the most interesting quarterbacks in football. And if it doesn't work out with Harbaugh, it's not probably going to work out at all. So this is it. I think it's interesting. Are you interested at all in the Trey Lance story anymore?
Oh, very much so. And I know that you like him personally also.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he was a good fit for the Niners, and I don't think really he got a good shot over there, especially the way the fullback seems to have not really cared for him very much at all. So I want to say a couple of things. If Harbaugh really makes him into a respectable quarterback, in a way, it's a comment on the Niners because they didn't know how to do it. But I want to give Kyle Shanahan some credit because what Harbaugh is doing is trying to resurrect a career. And it's exciting and generous. But Kyle does that too. Kyle currently is doing that to Mac Jones.
Yep.
Doing the exact same thing. And he seems that Mac Jones is a better fit for what Kyle does. So in that regard, he's as good as Harbaugh. And 2 seasons ago,
Darnold. Sorry.
That's what I'm saying. 2 seasons ago, he did it with Darnold and saved his career.
Yeah.
So you might think that we would go after Kyle in this case, but no. He's doing exactly what Harbaugh is doing. He had success with Darnold, and he may have success with this other kid because, Iggy, I'm going to tell you, Mac Jones is going to play.
Yep.
He may play a half. He may play 2 or 3 games. He's going to play. And I think this is, compared to what they had last season, he's a backup you can depend on and be proud of. And all the credit goes to Kyle.
Yeah, it does. I do think it's interesting with Lance. It seems like the experience with the 49ers broke his confidence in a lot of ways, broke his leg, broke his confidence. And it would be interesting to see if Harbaugh would be the one to fix that, because he did that. He fixed Alex Smith. Alex Smith his confidence was completely shattered. So many different coaches told him he was terrible, and then Harbaugh got him believing in himself in 1 year. So he can have that effect on quarterbacks, but at the same time, it's kind of interesting how Kyle could have that effect on Mac Jones. And if Trey Lance ends up being a success with the Chargers or somewhere else after being coached by Jim Harbaugh, and Mac Jones is great for the Niners or somewhere else, then you can't really hold it against Kyle. He just found his quarterback somewhere else.
Iggy, I'm sorry. You're nicer than I am. I'd kind of hold it a little bit against Kyle Shanahan. It was their first round draft.
Fired for it.
No, but I mean, they traded up. They really blew it, and they didn't know how to develop him. Having said that, so I don't give him any credit for and some demerits for Lance, but I give him credit for Sam Darnold and for what he's doing with this Mac Jones. So I give him credit, and I applaud it.
Yeah, it's too bad that Trey Lance had to be like collateral damage or whatever you want to call it. I mean, it was just a disaster. If he had only been drafted anywhere else, he'd probably been in a better situation. But that's all in the past. And I just think it's fun that Jim Harbaugh. You think Jim Harbaugh? Why do you think he wanted Trey Lance? I'm sure. I mean, he's a former high draft pick. There's stuff to work with there, but there's got to be like a petty angle here.
Oh, he wants to show up Kyle Shanahan.
Yes,
or Jed.
Yeah.
Look, we don't know. I haven't talked to him in years, to Harbaugh in years, but I know how he is. He's very competitive, and I think it's possible he's thinking, "Oh, you gave up on this guy. Watch, I see something in him. I'm going to make him a player." Jed, that's what I think.
You said something a minute ago that I agreed with. You said Mac's going to play this year. I agree. Here's my thing with Brock. I talk a lot about his interceptions, and it's something he should work on, but I don't think that's going to be what could jeopardize his career. What's going to jeopardize his career is how much he runs, because he's little, and he's not Kyler Murray or Lamar Jackson. Like, all it's going to take is one hit, and he can miss a lot of time, and he puts himself out there in ways that Mac Jones doesn't. So, yeah, I think Mac's going to play.
Yeah, I think he's going to play. And what I want to say is my takeaway is that Kyle Shanahan is well prepared.
Yep.
God love him.
Yep. Yep. And what's going to be interesting is if, what's interesting again is like watching these two guys. Mac is not trying to do anything special in camp. He's just trying to hang on. And what he's doing is executing the offense the way Kyle wants it. And it's looking pretty good. With Brock, it almost feels like he thinks he needs to do a little extra. That just executing the offense isn't good enough because he's getting paid $53 million a year. So he always has these little moments where he's spinning around and doing stuff. And it's fun. And then he throws the interception to the linebacker. It's like, what? So I think there's more pressure on him this year. And it's going to be interesting to see how that actually manifests itself in games. And if he's like up and down or he kind of struggles a little bit for whatever reason, may not even be his fault, goes out for a week or two, and Mac Jones lights it up, whew, that'll be rough for him and his contract. People be like, why are we paying all this money? But that's down the line. I'm just saying it's nice to have a good backup quarterback. That's where we're at right now. It's nice to have a good backup quarterback.
Yeah, and I would phrase it, it's nice to have two good quarterbacks.
Yeah.
It's like pitching. You can't have enough pitching. You can't have enough quarterbacks.
It's so weird because there was a bizarro world where the Niners would have drafted Mac Jones and we would have been watching him for the last 5 years. And maybe Trey would have never been here and Brock would have never been a starter. But now we're in this world where Mac is climbing out of the gutter. He's had all of this heartbreak, and it's very interesting. It's a really interesting training camp. I like watching. It's good. Good stuff. They got to stop getting hurt, though. That's my one suggestion as quality control. Stop getting hurt. Because you can't play football if you're not playing football.
You got to be a football. You got to be
a football player.
You got to be a football player.
Jermaine Pick has been a member for 46 months. That's a long time. Thank you so much, Dad. I think we're out of topics.
I got another topic.
Talk to me.
Okay. I wrote on my Substack the other day about training camp, how it used to be and how I think it is now. You got to remember, I don't go.